Jan Egeland, welcome to the programme from Rafah.
Thank you very much.
What is it like to be there and see it for the first time? We've heard a lot, we've seen pictures, we hear reports from inside. What are you seeing with your own eyes?
Well, Christiane, you have to come to Gaza to understand the devastation, the destitution, and the desperation of the people here. I have never, in my many years as an aid worker, seen a place that has been so bombarded for such a long time, with such a trapped population without any escape. So people are traumatized beyond belief. They live under the most horrific conditions. I was in the school today with 50 people sleeping in a small classroom. 250, 200 people sharing one latrine. And no real water, food, too few mattresses even. We're trying to do all we can as the Norwegian Refugee Council, but we're really overstretched in this ocean of needs.
Jan Egeland, finally the international community has started to airdrop some aid. But what we saw was that some of it dropped into the sea. And the pictures are really ones of, total just panic. People are scavenging, people are fighting each other, people are trying to get the, plastic, I guess they're military rations. Can there be no better way of delivering aid even in the midst of a war?
There can be a much better way, really, and it's up to Israel with the United States and Egypt to fix it. Of course, airdrops is something of a very last resort. You do that to besieged areas, as we did in Syria, when the Islamic State was besieging and so on. Jordan is doing some airdrops. It's very costly, it's very limited, and very hard to do. The solution is to get the Rafah crossing and Kerem Shalom to work according to its purpose and according to its capacity. I could see many hundreds of trucks lined up at the Rafah crossing when I came today. In Kerem Shalom, it has been days with only a handful of trucks, even though they have a much bigger capacity from the Israeli side. But there they let extremists block the aid to the children and women, the innocent, on this side.
Let me ask you then, because you're in Rafah specifically, you've probably had some access towards Khan Yunis, but what a lot of people are very concerned about right now, including the residents who we can manage to hear from, are in the north. There's a picture that we're going to play. It's a mother who says there's no more milk in the enclave, or at least up there. So she's wrapping a date in a gauze and letting her baby boy suck on it as if to suck all the juice out of this date. We have heard that there are stories of young children saying that they would rather die. We've heard adults say they're preparing to die. They think they will all die. Can you get to the north, where we understand there is a famine rising there? What do you know about the north? Will you go to the north?
I'm not able myself now to go to the north. NRC has 8 aid workers in the north, and they are themselves starving. We got a little bit of food to our aid workers the other day, but the convoys have really been thoroughly looted from the desperation and lawlessness in this bombarded north. So there is very little aid. There is very little supplies there to start with, so famine is breaking out there. There's no other way to describe it, which again shows that the Karni crossing, which is also from Israel, Israel could fix this. They are the occupying power. They have the overwhelming military superiority. They could have convoys going over Karni crossing, which is in the middle area from where you can easily reach the north. It's very hard from here south in Rafah and Kerem Shalom area.
Why do you think they are not? Why do you think a basic food and water and medicine supplies are not happening?
Well, because of what is a misconception of military expediency, let's just smash the place and thereby reach very fast our military objective. They're not reaching, haven't reached their military objective after all of these months. I hope to see some sanity and humanity on the Israeli side. This is not the Israel I know from 40 years of cooperation, including through the Oslo Agreement. Then there was always possibilities to reason and to get aid to Palestinians in need. I hope to see days where this comes back.